Hello, friend. So here we are. We're going to walk through some more of the logical circuitry and the logical strengths in the body graph. So we're going to talk about the 1762. This is the channel of acceptance, or a design of an organizational being. So the important piece here is to understand, again, this is logic. This is moving us into the future. This is testing the patterns constantly so that humanity can move vitally into the future. So, you know, this vital correction, what needs to be corrected continuously so that humanity can continue to populate. And logic is testing. It is like a step-by-step almost, right? And the important piece here is that this particular channel is structuring the doubts and the formulas that take place. Logic has to be doubted, right? There has to be an element of doubt so that the pattern gets retested. There has to be that so that we can, you know, pull that depth back out of us and get, you know, enthusiastic about a skill and continue to test and retest that pattern. So those doubts are there. And then the doubts create this, this driving vitality that says, well, we now have to come up with an answer. If we doubt it, there has to be an answer to this. The communication through this particular strength and channel, this organization, is one that is based on facts and experimentation. So there has to be some kind of detail here in order for that opinion to be communicated. And it's, of course, structured in a very logical way. And it communicates in the words, I think this, or I think that, or I think this, or I think that. And it's very difficult to change the mind of someone who has the ajna, or the conceptualization, connected to the throat, because they have one way, like this is the way that they think. And in order to change their mind, per se, it's about that being needs to experiment, you know, see where the pitfalls are in the pattern, and then correct those pitfalls. And it's up to them to experiment with this. You know, myself, totally open inspiration, totally open conceptualization. So head and ajna. My mind is constantly being changed all the time, because that's where I am gaining a ton of wisdom. But for this being, it's no, it has to experiment with it. You're never going to change this person's mind. So if you have this, you know, you have probably experienced people trying to tell you and tell you and tell you and tell you, and it's like, you're not changing your opinion on it until you experiment. And then the details shifts your thinking. So again, the mind is very beautiful as long as we are never allowing for the mind to be the outer authority. Anything in here intrigues you? Awesome. Like, subscribe, so that the algorithm picks me up and I can share my value with as many people on my fractal as possible. Thanks for watching. Bye.